It is equipped with 5 single bank probes. The depth is 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6, and 13 millimeters. The operating areas of the 5 probes are different. The operating chicks are 1.5, 3, and 4.5 millimeters probes. Operating body is 6, 13 millimeters probe. Thermoplastic is equipped with 2 depths, 0.8 and 1.3. Thermoplastic probe can only be operated on the body. The private probe comes in 2 depths, respectively at 3 and 4.5 millimeters. 3 thickness test plates, from thin to thick. They are 1.5, 3 and 4.5 millimeters, corresponding to 3 chick depth probe. Take the corresponding depth test. Such as test plate and probe values do not correspond. The dots are not perfect. So is the private head. Take the corresponding depth to test. Remove all membrane before testing. This is not turned yet. When turned off, it appears transparent. The body probe does not have a suitable test plate. If you want to test, you can use water or hit the gel test probe. Thermoplastic with test cup test. Different cup depths. It is covered with depths. 0.8 corresponds to a 0.8 millimeter probe. 1.3 corresponds to the 1.3 millimeters probe. Spare film. It will be used when the water is changed later. Spare film for private probe. This is what it looks like when it's plastered. 7D body probe mask. 7 facial probe mask. Mounting bracket. All handles installed. The 7D handle installation. The arrow is inserted at the white point on the host interface. Put the same color on one side. Another 7D handle is also installed. Private handle installation. Determine the position of the tricot plug. Align the rails with those on the host interface and insert them in a straight line. Thermostatic plastic handle installation. Put it here. Find the location of the arrow. Point the arrow at this position of the host part and plug it in. Measuring tube. Mainly used with private handle. The measuring tube needs to be installed on the host air hole. What it looks like when it's installed. Now I'll show you how to install the probe. Confirm the operation of the depth probe. Reinstallation. The probe is operated from deep to shallow, such as private probe. First use 4.5 millimeters, then use 3 millimeters probe. Through the small hole alignment during installation, and positioning slot for installation. The probe and handle should fit perfectly. The 7D comes with 2 handles. Customers are advised to install a body probe on one of the handles. Align the probe with the top slot. And then you have to press the buttons on both sides. Press the probe again so that it fits the handle. The other handle is fitted with a face probe. Thermoplastic probe installation. Also select the deepest probe. Insert into these 2 positions preferentially during installation. The motor shaft rod is one of them. The shaft rod should be inserted into the probe hole. The chip is then inserted into the slot. Let's get started. Press down to make the probe fit the handle. It is not recommended to press the black film in the middle to avoid water leakage. Press down on both sides and apply pressure. Press the switch on the side, so we can turn it on. The gamepad selection screen is displayed. First look at the 7D controller interface. You can see that both sides have depth probes that identify the current plug-in. Number of remaining probes. This is the number of hair per use. Fast mode, fast working speed. Slow mode, slow working speed. This side is the handle that corresponds to this side, separated from the middle. The left and right parameters correspond to each side of the handle. The spacing between points. Click the left and right arrows to adjust. Energy point output length. The default is 25 mm. Energy settings. Point around the triangle button adjustable. The highest energy goes to 7 joules. Automatic continuous emission mode. Manual mode. The difference is in control. Press the button for each launch in manual mode. In auto mode, you only need to press a button to automatically fire. It's going to keep working and it's not going to stop. It only stops when you press the gamepad button again. These are the differences between the 2 models. This is the background setting. Adjustable screen click sound. Hair number check background. Inside, a detailed record of the number of hair currently used by each probe. Click the clear button to clear 0. Alarm reminder. For example, phase operation, we set it around 280. For example, set up 200 rounds. When the handle work reached 200, the alarm will alert us that the operation is over. Here again, the number of posts is recorded. Click the icon to select the handle, and then you hit start and you're done. The white box indicates the stop state. The above is the introduction of the 2D interface. Then take a look at the thermoplastic interface. The squares are dotted with patterns. This is the dot full style. Dot shape is square. And then this is a style diagram that works specifically with the navel. Upper abdominal style diagram. Lower abdominal style diagram. Left abdominal style diagram. And right abdominal style diagram. Right upper abdomen and right lower abdomen style diagram. Left upper abdomen and left lower abdomen style diagram. Click to select full style. Add and subtract by work points. Adjust the valid output point in the full style diagram. In the absence of regulation, the full style diagram works with 576 points at a time. Energy is the energy intensity setting. When I click on it, by adding or subtracting the adjustment parameters, it is recommended to start with the 5th scale. This is recognized by the currently plugged probe 1.3 centimeters. Remaining shots indicates the number of remaining shots. Total number indicates the total number of shots. Click stop to stop. Click start to enter the ready state. Fast and slow modes are available. You can see 2 buttons on the handle. This is the ready button. It is synchronized with start on the interface. This is the work button and the pause button. For example, if you want to pause an emergency during an operation, click to pause and then click to continue working. Next, take a look at the private controller interface. Click on to select it. Adjustable by the right plus or minus key. This is the single rotation angle. The greater the rotation angle, the fewer points will be affected. This is the length of the dot. This adjusts the distance between points and their neighbors. Power setting. This is the number of rows in a circle. The parameters set above will affect how much total is. Current set of parameters can play a maximum of 72 line. Indicates the number of used posts. This is automatic mode on or off. Afterlight is the automatic mode. It is in manual mode as at present. These are the parameter repositories. This is the save button. There are 3 repositories. When we need to store parameters, first click on the selected parameter library, then adjust the data above. Click the save button again. This allows you to save the parameters you set. Follow-up click inventory can be used directly. The probe currently plugged in. Above is the remaining number of posts. The extra number of posts is the test. Below is the total number of digits. Standby button. Ready is the ready button. It's ready and then hit the standby button. Click to enter the air pressure detection interface. By squeezing the balloon, carry out testing. The current detection data is displayed on the right. Store the data to the left. Click the save button. Click here to exit the current interface. Click ready. After preparation, the handle will rotate for reset check. This step can reduce the condition of the car motor in use. When reset, the handle lights up. Then click the standby button. So all the preliminary work is ready. And then the private clinic. We need to get some props. Set the parameters on the interface in advance. Total angle set 350. Single angle 3 to 4. The length is kept at 25. The spacing between points is set to 1. Energy is recommended starting at a minimum of 0.2. The maximum cannot exceed 1.5. After setting the recommended parameters, click to save. Automatic mode is recommended for convenience. The following tools are available. Disposable gloves. Private special gel. 75% sterilized medical alcohol and saline. And complex iodine, which are used to disinfect tools. Cotton swabs for medical purposes. We don't have those big cotton swabs right now. I'm going to replace it with this little one. Customers will simply buy longer cotton swabs. Get to all more condoms. Start mirroring vaginal relaxation. The operation screen is displayed. If there are numerical, by unscrewing the knob, just drain the air pressure, then you can tighten it again. Pre-test. The right numerical 0. This end needs to be disinfected. Wipe thoroughly with alcohol first. Rub it again with the saline solution. When the valve clean, wipe with iodine complex and then clean with saline. Put a condom on the test tube. Insert the tube into the vagina. And then squeeze the balloon. Check interface pressure while squeezing. When the data stops does not work, let's save. Preclinical test once. Test again at the end of the session. Compare before and after. Take it out after the measurement. Condoms can be thrown away. Test tube for residual lubricant. Wipe clean with medical alcohol. Okay, so let's do that. Parameter setting. Hit ready. When the motor is reset, the blue light will turn on. Now disinfect the handle. Wipe with alcohol first. Then rub it again with saline solution. The location of the probing to the Wechat to 75 scale. Wechat deeper customer will start at 100. The dial 100. You need 3 segments. 100 to 75 are sections. 75 to 50 is a paragraph. 50 to 0 is a segment. Pull out a section for each operation. The gel is spread evenly over the black film. Put on a condom. Take care to rub the gel when you put it on, in case the gel scratches off. Next, the probe is placed in the vagina. When put in, the scale must be aligned with the clitoris. You have to put it in slowly. Because the probe vagina depth is about 75, so you can only do 2 segments. If the 100 can operate 3 segments, it varies according to the depth of the client's vagina. The probe is up to the cervical opening. Operate from the inside out. Work around and drag out a section until all operations are complete. Then click Stand by on the screen. Grip handle. Then press the button. In the middle of the dot, we can move the handle. The motor spins itself. No manual operation required. Unauthorized movement will result in duplicate hits. The handle will reset automatically when it is over. The inner ring is now complete. Then drag out a section for the second section of treatment. Here at 50. To operate in the same way, press the button waiting for the end of operation. After the first and second sections of operation are completed, take out first. The operation of the above 4.5 mm probe is completed. It's 2 paragraphs in total. We'll get in the same way. Install the 3 mm probe and operate again. We do the same thing. 2 sessions from the inside out. When both probes are operated, the first course of treatment is over. Wipe off any remaining gel. Use medical alcohol and saline for disinfection and cleaning. Thus the probe is sterilized. Next, the vagina is sterilized. They use complex iodine. Then clean it with a saline wipe. The disinfection work is finished as soon as it is finished.
的话是眼眶骨以下的区域以及以外的区域是可以打，眼眶骨以内的区域是不能打的。我们可以在临床前可以触摸一下客户的这个眼眶骨，然后还有太阳穴不能打。然后额头这部分我们是以眉骨到发际线这一段距离的是可以打的这个部分，然后额头硬盘这部分是不能打的。然后鼻翼这方面跟嘴角这里的话，都是以抑制框之外的区域能操作，之内是不能打的。下颚这部分是不能打的。所以我们这些部分禁区客户要注意一下。然后我们在操作前需要涂抹上凝胶。现在我们操作的是4.5探头，就是针对脸颊的操作的。我们对脸颊进行涂抹上这个凝胶。我们现在操作的是4.5，主要是针对脸颊的操作。能量这方面的话，我们以1.0到1.5之间的能量进行临床的，其他参数的话就根据客户的脸颊进行调节。好，我们在临床前启动机器之后，我们就以这个探头这2条横杠来定位。我们能量输出是在横杠的里边的，可以注意一下，就是横杠这一条横杠到这一条横杠之间的，就是我们能量输出的区域。所以我们在操作的时候就以这一条横杠定位，然后我们操作这个部分需要配合一个提拉手法，错开我们下颌线这条线的骨头进行操作，然后按下这个按键进行能量输出。输出前呢，它会有声音的，声音由起到落为一发。打完之后，我们再移到上面这个区域，一定每个区域的操作都要配合提拉的手法，这样我们打出来的效果就更完美一点。这个区域打完之后呢，我们再移到下一个区域，然后再移到下一个区域，我们以此类推，这样操作到我们眼眶骨以外的区域。这里，那就是这里的话，我们操作额头跟鱼尾纹的这个区域的探头。这2个区域的探头建议是用3.0和1.5的去操作。如果客户额头部分比较薄的话，建议用1.5，以及这个部分用1.5去操作。那现在我们更换探头，接下来操作是1.5，操作我们额头及这个眼角这部分。额头的区域打法，我们是错开眉骨上方这个位置，然后按下输出键进行打点。打完一发之后，移到下一个区域，同样打完之后移到下一个区域，打到这个发际线的下面就可以了。然后我们再移到下一个部分，就是这里。打完之后同样的操作，打到发际线的下面就操作完成了。然后就是眼角这部分，眼角这部分操作的话，我们首先要错开这个太阳穴，然后在眼角鱼尾纹上方的这个放射线的这个位置，就是这里这部分。然后我们配合提拉的手法以及向外拉的手法进行操作。我们以这个手法先用手提拉一下，然后一定注意不能打在眼睛这部分，就从这里。然后按下输出键打一发，然后就是中间一发，向外拉以及向上提拉这样子，打完之后再打上面第3发。这个区要根据客户脸颊的大小进行调节的，我们小一点的话最多只能打3发左右。那么脸颊的操